Everyman Driver Nation, 3 words today: vivid blue pearl. Hashtag booyah! You asked for it, so here it is, the 2016 Chrysler 200. We have the limited, thanks to our friends over at Lithia Dodge Spokane. Visit them at lithiadodgespokane.com or simply lithia.com. Now, what we have here is a 2.4-liter inline 4-cylinder made into a 9-speed automatic transmission. You do have the option of going for the 3.6-liter V6, but for our tester for today, we have 184 horses, 173 pound-feet of torque, and there are 2 wheel options on this vehicle, 17 and 18-inch aluminum wheels. We have the optional 18. For those of you just joining the Everyman Driver Nation, we are changing some of our format this year by giving you more variety by going to local dealerships, and that's why we're here at the Lithia dealership to showcase this Chrysler, just so you know why we're not doing a detailed drive and review. This is more of a first look walk around. Now, here on the key fob, we got 5 options: lock, unlock, double click to release the trunk, and a double click to have an automatic engine start, and of course a panic button. Now, the vehicle is locked. Just to prove it, I will double click it. It is locked. Now, with the Chrysler, just put your hand in the handle. The car will open up as long as the key fob is on you. So there it is, opens up. Let's go inside, start it up, and take a look at the overall cabin, instrument cluster, and center stack. Push button start. Now, one of the first things you'll notice inside the 200 is this large 8.4-inch touchscreen, and there are some great options on here. This is a beautiful screen, very clear, easy to understand, and very easy to navigate. So once this loads up, I'll start pressing buttons and take you on a tour. Now, first of all, this radio button right here, you can go through AM, FM, and also they have SXM radio, so Sirius XM radio. You can browse through all that. Media option here. You can connect a device to it through USB or auxiliary or Bluetooth. That's what that symbol is right there. Controls, I love this. Heated seats for a driver and passenger. There's also a mirror dimmer right there. Pretty cool stuff. Now, you can also connect some apps to your car through your phone. So Pandora, which I like to do all the time, iHeartRadio, those kind of things. There's even an arrow right here so you can go to another screen. Nice. Slacker, Yelp. Even a Wi-Fi hotspot, pretty sweet. Now, here's some climate controls. You can set all this up right here, but don't fear, all of this climate controls can be set up down below as well. So back to our screen just for one more moment. Here, you can set up your Bluetooth by pairing your phone. We won't do that right now, but it's very easy. In a matter of, I'd say, less than 2 minutes, you can pair your phone, which makes it safe for drive around hands-free. More on that in a moment. Okay, down here, just below the information system is some other controls. Here is your 9-speed automatic transmission. I'm going to put it into reverse. Foot's on the brake. Check out this huge backup camera. Now, I'm going to turn the steering wheel a little bit. Watch this. Watch these lines. They turn with the steering wheel. So I'm turning the steering wheel. Those lines turn as well, so you can kind of guide yourself in safely if you're backing up. I really like that. All right, back to drive. Now, you've got defrost for front and back. Here's more climate control options if you don't want to do it on your main screen. Pull this back to engage the parking brake. Press it to release it. Volume buttons and also tuning buttons there. Let's move over to your center stack. Your instrument cluster. Center's up right here. Very clear, vivid screen, 2 dials on the outside and a nice large screen in the middle, and I can cycle through some of that information by going through here. So if I want to press up, now I'm going to change into vehicle information so I can see the outside temperature, 51 degrees, speedometer, cycling through messages to see if a device is going through. So again, I'm just tapping this upper button right there. Trip information, back to fuel economy. Pretty cool, right? So on your steering wheel, that's all that right there that I showed you. Here's your Bluetooth. So if your phone is connected, if someone calls you, you can press to answer the phone there, and hang it up right there. You can also do voice control. So if I were to press this and say, call Melissa, and then Melissa would be called on my phone while I can keep my hands on the steering wheel. Over here is your cruise control options, and something really cool about Chrysler, on the back side of the steering wheel, you have your audio controls right here. Now on the opposite side of the steering wheel would be the controls to change the channel, but right here is for volume control. Pretty cool, right? So that's what that looks like. Now down below here is your more storage compartment, and here you have these two cup holders, also a slot right here, maybe for some pens. But look at this, little press a button here, slide back to reveal more storage, and inside here you have a USB port auxiliary and also a 12-volt DC plug-in right there. See that? Okay. Now here's something else that's kind of cool. There's a pass-through right into here, which means, let me change the camera around. That pass-through comes to this space right here. So if you want to leave your phone, maybe some other charging unit, you can place it down here, run that cable through that hole into that USB port or charging area. Nice little compartment for extra storage and just to keep things away. Now I mentioned we have the limited trim here on this midsize sedan. There are obviously other trim levels. I'll have more information on everymandriver.com, but the seats are super comfortable. We got these nice cloth seats here, kind of sink into them. This is a nice car for long drives. If you're a business professional, this would be one of those great cars. If you're a traveling salesman, for example, get one of these cars and your long commutes will be very comfortable, in my opinion. Now, before I turned the engine off, I adjusted my seating position as a driver up front so I can give you a realistic look at backseat leg room here in the back of the 200. So as I get in, this is what it would look like if you're a person of 5'11" in the driver's seat and now you're sitting behind yourself. Here's how much room you have between your knees in the back of the seat. There's a bit of an indent here, just a little bit, but still, look how much room I have between my knees and the back of the seat. This is soft, very comfortable. Kind of makes the room even quieter inside here because it kind of absorbs the sound. Anyways, here's a compartment. You can put your tablets, iPads, magazines, those kind of things. For a midsize sedan, headroom is good in the back seat of the 200. As you can see here, you can see some indent in the ceiling, but enough for a guy who's 5'11" to sit back comfortably and not feel too claustrophobic. I like that. Now there is a fold-down armrest here, pair of cup holders, and also a compartment for additional storage. This is kind of the thing you'd put for maybe keys, loose change, and your cell phone, but everyone knows if you have a cell phone, you're probably looking at it in the back seat. Close it up. Pretty comfortable back here. I can see, you know, this is a 5-passenger sedan, so person of my size, if you were to try to squeeze another one of me to left and right, we'd be shoulder to shoulder, but it would work. I prefer just 2 people back here, but you can definitely get 2 adults and maybe a teenager, adolescent in the middle. Shouldn't be a problem at all. And there are 3 oh blank handles. Oh blank handles are these handles right here that you hang on to and say, oh blank, just in case. Now you know. There are 3 ways to open the trunk lid of the Chrysler 200. There's a push button just left of the steering wheel. Of course, there's a button here on the key fob we showed you earlier. Double click that. Or just right of the backup camera here below the Chrysler icon. There's the backup camera. There's a button you can just press. Press it once, it opens up. Now back here, you're looking at 16 cubic feet of volume for cargo volume. Is that redundant? It is, but oh well, you know what I'm talking about. Pretty big, pretty wide, a lot of space in there for large pieces of luggage, camping equipment if you want, and those seats do fold down. Now to fold those seats down, you do it from the inside actually. And when you do it like this. There's a lever right here. I'll just do one. It's a 60-40 split. And now you can create a whole bunch more space to put some longer items back there. See what I'm saying? Looks pretty good, right? So that's a 60-40 split, and they do fold down from the inside. Estimated fuel economy rating on this 200 for 2016 is 23 city, 36 highways for a mixed driving number of 28 miles per gallon. not bad for a mid-size sedan. And the MSRP base, just over $24,000. We have a few extra packages on our tester, so this is just over $28,000. And I'm not a salesman, but they do have a sticker on here. This vehicle is on sale with some rebates for under $21,000. Again, thanks to my friends over at Lithia in Spokane. Visit them at Lithia Dodge Spokane or Lithia.com. Either one works. Big shout out to them for letting us borrow the car this week. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. If you have a request for a video of a certain car, let me know. Leave it in the comment section below, and I will seek that out from a local dealership and give you a walk around. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Adios.